Next up, we have the user information tab on the left hand side of your WordPress. If we head on over to here, you can see that we have the options of all users, we have add user or profile. So let's just go to all users first. As you can see, I'm the only user on here and I'm an administrator. You can see the role, you can see the email, and you can also see the name if they change the name over. To add a new user, simply go to users and then go add new. You're going to have to add a username, an email, so their registered email, and this will also be sending them their password and their username as well. First name, last name, website if they do have one, and then generate a password. This will also get sent to them. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to make another user or another editor. When I put in his email, it's going to send all of this information to his email saying, welcome, this is your login information for WordPress. And you can also send it manually yourself, that's totally up to you. You can generate a different password, and then just make sure that you keep this tick so the new user gets the email about the account too, so they got the information there to log in. Of course, very important, on the bottom, actually check their role. So administrator will get every single access. I wouldn't advise this unless this is a co-owner or somebody that works on the website with you. Editor means that they can actually edit stuff on there. Contributor can add stuff to like comments, and then you got subscriber, which is the role that you start off as default. Once you do all of that and you put the information in, click add new user. That will be sent to them, the information, and you can also send it yourself manually to them if you want them to log in quicker. Next up, we have the profile. So by going to users and going to profile, you're going to get these options here. Do you want to disable the visual editor when writing? The visual editor is the way that it's made it easier for you so you don't have to write in code. You can disable the syntax highlighting when editing code. However, again, I'd probably leave that off. Then we've got the admin color scheme, so you can change your color scheme. Let's just change this to light, for instance, and you can see my WordPress has changed around a little bit. Change it to sunrise, and you can do that just to really suit how you want it. I'm going to leave it as blue. I quite like blue. Next up, let's come down to the information. So you got your username. The username can't be changed. However, what you can do is you can change your nickname. So now what I can do is I can add my first name and last name. From display name publicly, I can choose either the full thing the other way around, or individually. So I can just change this to admin. As the nickname, I can then come down here and select admin. Now, you can't actually see, but on the top right where it displays your username, it will now say admin. Whenever I write posts, it won't have my actual logging name, so it's actually better for security. People won't be able to know your actual name, so they can only see your nickname. So change this to whatever. I've just changed mine as admin. Obviously, for security reasons, people will see this and maybe think that your username's admin, which means even less chance of them being able to get into your site. So hide your username as best as you can. So this particular top bit here, that is my actual username to log into the back of WordPress. So make sure you change your nickname, change something about it so people don't know what your actual username is. Underneath here, we have the contact info. So of course, either your registered address or the address that you want to be contacted on. Website here, if it hasn't been changed to HTTPS and you haven't got the www. Make sure to add that in. This is going to be what comes up if anybody searches your profile and they want to click to your website. It's going to be this, so just make sure that it's okay. Underneath that, we can go ahead and add a biographical info, so your bio, anything about you, you can add that. People can read that if they click on your profile. You can choose a profile picture. Of course, as the step that we've done previously is just going to give everybody a general one. Now what you can do is you can go ahead and you can just change this manually yourself to be a picture of you, your business, your logo. And then underneath is where you're going to be able to set new passwords. Now, set a new password, you're just going to click this and it's going to generate you a very long and pretty good safe password. You can then save it, and then you can also choose, once you have got another password, you can choose log out everywhere else, meaning that anybody else that's logged in anywhere else in the world will get instantly logged out previous to the new password coming into effect. Just make sure you save that password down, hit save. Probably have to log back in again, but then you've changed your password successfully and you've got everybody else off your WordPress system.